The University of Mpumalanga hired, I think, about 40 lecturers, right, who were Nigerian. So when the HR specifically was asked when were these people naturalized, or rather, were they permanent residents of South Africa at the time they were hired, or they became permanent citizens of South Africa, permanent residents of South Africa because they found employment in South Africa, right? Permanent employment, right? And this lady basically says, well, the information exists, but unfortunately, I didn't bring it to the inquiry. I cannot confirm when whether or not they were permanent citizens before or after. And this is a topic that I genuinely want to speak about because it is unfortunate that one of the biggest reasons why illegal immigration is such a massive problem in South Africa is because a lot of South Africans are participating in incentivizing the illegal immigration. So if if for example, let's say for example, and it's not just black people, right, but there are black people who are also participating in that, like renting rooms to them is part of it, and then one day when they kill your children you want us to come and help, right? It's employing them, like white people employing them because they are cheap labor, right? And then when they start killing farmers and everything like that, it's South Africans. It's no longer them because a lot of the farm killings that take place are farmers who basically hire foreign nationals to do the farm work because after a lot of the foreign nationals left the South Africa, they a lot of farmers came out and they were like, no, we're struggling to find like employees and stuff like that because the vast majority of their employees were foreign nationals, right? And obviously the government and the corruption, like all of this wouldn't happen. Obviously, this was not like an oversight. Hiring 40 Nigerians to be lecturers is not a mistake, right? It was a calculated decision. She benefited somehow. Whether it was romantically, whether it was financially, it's not a mistake that you make, right? And that's one of the issues that I have with South Africa is that our own citizens are destroying the future of the country. When when they are old, these people, and they are like in their 60s, and their children are suffering because our country has been taken over by other people who also have like dual citizenship, like they can always go back home, right? So the situation with Chidima is another problem that I feel like is going to destroy South Africa because Chidima is an example of what happens to you if you breach South African laws, right? And because Chidima is not facing any severe consequences, like if I'm a foreign national and I'm like, shit, what's the worst that could happen if I go to South Africa illegally, right? There are white people and black people hiring. There are white people and black people who are willing to rent out properties to me, right? For me to start my shop or for me to live in, right? There are corrupt officials that are willing to give me citizenship. You know, even if I steal citizenship from a South African, what's the worst that could happen to me, right? Chidima is an example of that. And if I'm a foreign national and I'm looking at that and I'm like the worst that could happen to me is like they deport me and I come back and I challenge them in court. Doesn't sound that bad. And that's why I've felt like the consequences for breaching South African, coming into South Africa illegally, like the law is more harsh on South Africans than it is on illegal foreigners. It's so baffling. Like if you do something wrong in South Africa, the law is a lot harsher than you than someone who's coming from outside and be like, oh, middle finger to your laws. Why? It's so exhausting, man. Like really.